Okay, so this might be a little long one. I got a couple of games I want to talk about. First off, I guess I'll hit with Dragon Age. I beat about a couple weeks ago. It's really expansive game. I mean, man, you could do so much. Well, yeah, you could do so much in it and waste a lot of time. And you don't even realize it's already been, 40 hours. That's about how long it took me to beat. I just wasted a lot of time. I really like the character customization. I made my guy, I made him, the origin story was really cool with that too. Noble and all that. I didn't really care how it affected later, but I thought it was just really cool that, just how it started off anyways. Yeah, my guy was a dwarf rogue with dual wielding and ranger abilities. It felt really overpowered, but I did not mind. I heard it had difficulty spikes, but I didn't really notice or mind. I don't know, I'm up for a challenge, though my party's set up, and in a way, your choices that you pick affect later down the road, in the story, because you can miss on certain skills or certain characters. And during the main quest, I killed the main leader girl, the healer. So when I got to the final boss and other quests, I had no healer until my mage, the Morgan. She became my healer, but during this one quest, you cannot use her, and you have to fight a dragon. So I'm kind of screwed there. I'm dead. I barely made it through the last boss because I switched myself to Morgan and just kept spamming heal. But then she died, and everybody else but my main guy didn't, he barely survived, and I switched to him real quick. Potions. I got lucky, and I killed the final dragon with I used my bear. I summoned a bear and it attacked it for a while, and I used the armies because you can do that at the end. And for the final hit, I sent out a little spider and it just dink. One hit, it died. I was like, dang. So I got kind of nervous. I was down to 2 potions. The ending was alright. I mean, the story's pretty cool. You could kind of make it how you want it, since all those choices and such. And the more you do, the more party members you can get, how you play it and such. Do the whole good guy, bad guy thing, though it doesn't have a meter in this one. Graphics, not as good as the commercials and whatnot, but it was still pretty good for how big the game really is. It didn't really have any lag on the systems. I played on PS3. DLC kind of iffy. most of the DLC kind of sucks, but still. It's a really good game, and I enjoyed playing it for 40 hours. Kind of wouldn't mind another batch, but I got so many other games. So after I beat that, like the next day, I just went and straight up played Star Wars Force Unleashed. I got the Sith edition, which adds all the DLC into that one box. Brings me to a point here. I really like when they do that, but it would really be nice to know ahead of time, because it would save me a lot of money later on the line to just buy, wait and buy the Game of the Year edition, or like this one has all the DLC and the full game. I would rather just know that ahead of time. But that's just me. Graphics. They're good and bad. The game just the force powers are pretty cool, but most of the game's kind of, I don't know, it doesn't look up to standard. And all these glitches, and I don't know, it didn't look as good as I was hoping, though. I was playing on PS3, kind of scared to look at the Wii and PS2 one now. The gameplay's really fun and addicting, though. I've beaten it like 5 times already, past couple of years. Yeah. Collecting stuff's pretty cool. Like, the crystals actually enhance abilities. Costumes, they don't really do anything. I really like how the game is set up. Like, you get the Force to be overpowered. Like, that's the whole point of the game. Not exactly overpowered, but Force Unleashed. Like, you got all these really massive powers, and you can level them up and upgrade them. I thought that was kind of cool. Though they didn't really do much more in damage and all that at the end. I really enjoyed playing it, except on hard. I wanted to get the trophy, and I played it all the way through on when you played the first time, the highest you could get on your first time, like Sith Lord. And by the end, there's some levels where they got the snipers. And it's like one hit, like one little mistake and you're just dead. And so that got really annoying really fast, but I managed it. Story's okay. I don't really like the endings or even, I don't know, the story felt rushed. The game was short in general. First time took me like 7 hours. And then the day I beat it, I had a sort of new game plus. And, all my level ups, and also I rushed through it in like 4. And I don't like the endings, like I said. Especially how 2 is gonna be. I don't know, like it raises a question, like, if he can clone that Jedi, why doesn't he get rid of the other clones and just use Starkiller? for all the troops. I mean, they would really be a nasty empire though. But I don't know, I haven't played 2 yet. I do want to. I can't say I like the story, but I will play it. The DLC was... it was cool, but it didn't really connect with the other games, sort of. Like, they kind of continue on, but it's like you're using a pre-made Star Killer. Like, you've already got all these experience and powers and all that, so it's not, you know, like you built him up that way.